Again, this is Rob from Grappling Hook. So again, to stay out of the rabbit hole of adding in features that aren't going to be used, wasting your time and money, and not getting the product out on time, is asking, does this that we're working on enable the core? Okay, and when I say asking, does this enable the core, I mean, does it make it possible? Okay, does it make it possible to achieve your goal, to answer your design challenge? I mean, ask this for every step of your service journey, for every person, touch point, every system, every policy, on down the whole list of your blueprint. Okay? It's not too complicated, but it does take a little time, and you will have to work with people and come to some consensus and possibly even do some research. But it's so key. I mean, I worked at a national bike share before this and helped them get started off the ground. I did my little bit. It's a whole other story with that. But what I did notice with them is that they were so focused on their core, they weren't asking if what they were doing was enabling, like if all the policies and the actions and some of the people, as well as where they were putting their energy. They didn't ask if it actually, what they were doing was enabling, or what they weren't doing would actually enable the core. And that ended up hurting them, cost them a lot of time, a lot of money. All their workers, well, their workers unionized, and you know that's not cheap, because now you have to hire a bunch of lawyers, and of course they hired a bunch of lawyers and brought in new personnel who have to be trained up, brought into the system, which costs a lot of time and money just to deal with the unions. And when the unions come in, they meet with key employees, and that's taking a lot of time, and that costs money. And it really, the whole situation ends up just killing a lot of morale. So that means that your work levels go down and you're not doing so well. And a lot of that could have been prevented by, even when they've taken the comments, all these insights from their employees, from the other people around, asking, does it enable the core? Or does it merely enhance it? Or is it, because they were very focused on the core. They got it up and running. I mean, really did. I mean, got a whole system in place. If they had asked, does this enable it, they would have saved themselves a lot more time and money. I do it for mine. I go in, and like I said before, when you go into your service blueprint and go down the list and ask, does it enable? Does it enable? And make sure you take the ones that enable and keep them with those core. You have that whole other blueprint with your core on it. All right. And ask yourself, does it enable? Copy, paste it in with your core blueprint. So your core and your enablers live all together. You're able to reference that. Easy peasy. All right. That's something you can do to make sure that your teams stay on track and get it done, and get it done early. All right, this is Rob from Grappling Hook, signing out.